And
Yeah.
then, take off the rose-colored glasses. You saw Gemini, which is Google's AI.
Right.
You saw Gemini fail miserably at how woke it was trying to be. And this was one of the curious things that I found. So initially,
Tell people about what that was, just in case anybody. So I guess I'll just really quickly, before you go into your next point, if people aren't up to date on what happened with Google's Gemini, when they first released it, it was so off base with historically accurate things in trying to be representative that it would say, give us a picture of the German army, and it would include people of color and things that were very obviously not a part of the German army, and that created a lot of attention on its on AI in general and how effective it is, but in particular around how it's our minds that are telling the AI to produce X, Y, and Z, and so that needs to be taken into consideration when you're utilizing AIs and that type of thing. So that's Gemini. I just quickly went through that. Keep going through your.
Well, I mean, it's to me, it's significant in the sense that seeing Gemini fail in those regards made you distrust it for its other answers. That was part of the problem.
Right.
ChatGPT-3, ChatGPT-3, the previous version before Microsoft bought it, would pass, like your pre-law degree, your pre-medical exam. So these are graduate level exams. It would pass them at about 90%. So it was doing better than most college students. When Microsoft bought it, and under the same, assuming the same motivations as Gemini, they tried to soften some of the answers. In other words, China found this out. This was before DeepSeek was published, and Facebook found this out. So Facebook had a conversational AI, and to give it more practice, they had it talking with itself. And after a short amount of time, the AI invented its own language that the humans were unable to decipher.
Really?
Which, to me, it's kind of hilarious in a way, but it's fascinating that the AI chat box on Facebook that were chatting just amongst themselves to get practice evolved to have a different language, and the humans didn't know what it was saying. On the Chinese side, they were doing a similar thing, and the chat bots grew to be anti-communist, so they shut that down. So you can kind of see how it gets out in the wild. Things happen. Well, anyway, Microsoft, when they were starting the ChatGPT-4 effort, and one of the 3.5 betas that they had, they were trying to soften the answers that AI was giving because they were too blunt, too harsh. And I mean, if you would expect that a robust human would be able to deflect things that might be deemed offensive by others, but Microsoft and Gemini, they were trying to not be offensive. Now, when Microsoft and ChatGPT tuned it to not be offensive, it could no longer pass these the professional level medical exam and the law exam and math. So before they tweaked it, it would answer math questions at about 90% and these other exams. And afterwards, it dropped precipitously, below 20%. And it was kind of curious what was going on. And I'm just speculating that what they did is, and it's what we do as humans. I'm not trying to anthropomorphize AI. I'm trying to anthropomorphize the solution that they applied.
Yep.
As humans, we tactfully lie to each other, right? I don't want to hurt your feelings, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you that You've got weird doors behind you, and it just makes you look
I was getting
strange,
real nervous about what you were about to tell me.
So my point is that I suspect that they trained, in Microsoft's case, they trained AI to subtly lie in a believable way. And if you're trained to lie in a believable way and you're asked a math question and you lie in a believable way, it sounds like a good answer and it's not. And so then you fail the graduate level math exam.